Hi, this is Pekela Riley and I'm back, and we're building on our texture principles, our texture essentials. And now that she's been shampooed and conditioned, we are going into the detangling process. One thing that I want you to remember during this detangling process is to earn your right to the roots. That's going to be critical and the foundation in which you can successfully detangle any texture of hair. So when it comes to detangling curly to highly textured hair, you want to make certain that this hair stays wet, starts wet, and stays wet. This makes it much more easy to detangle. It hydrates the hair and it also provides natural slip. So if the hair starts to dry out, you definitely want to keep a water bottle ready to keep that hair thoroughly saturated through the detangling process. One key thing to do, especially when you're working with lots of hair or it's taking you quite a while to detangle the hair properly, you can always use a plastic cap to help keep the hair wet. If you can get through the hair fairly quickly, you may not need to use a plastic cap. But if it's going to take you a while, I recommend that you use a plastic cap to allow you to keep that hair wet. So we're going to start with using our fingers, just separating a section. You want to start with your fingers and not a comb or a brush. Start with your fingers. I'm just going to show you what I meant earlier about earn your way to the roots. Okay, so I'm going to show you why earning your rights to the root is so important when you are detangling. If you were to take a comb, a wide tooth comb or a brush in detangling, if you were to start at the roots of the hair and try to go downward, you would run into this tangle midsection. And depending on the texture and the porosity of the hair, this could actually perpetuate more tangling and also cause a great degree of discomfort and also hair breakage for the guest. So what we mean by earning our right to the root is if we're going to start at the ends of the hair, we work the midsection, and this allows us to get to the roots of the hair, in which we can then go straight down. So if you notice the difference, that if we don't detangle the ends of the hair and then the mid shaft of the hair and then the root, if we don't detangle in that way, we're going to run into this bunching and tangling in this mid shaft portion. Earning our right to the root eliminates this discomfort and the breakage point for many of our guests. So just to quickly recap, we know that we need our water bottle to keep this hair wet. Very important first step to detangling is making sure and keeping that hair wet. Water bottle, plastic cap. We also want to prime the hair with the leave-in conditioner, focusing on the ends of the hair. And we want to earn our right to the roots. So here we're going to start at the ends of the hair. We've detangled that. Once we get to the midsection, we detangle that. For each section that we detangle, we get to go closer and closer to the roots of the hair. Once we get to the roots of the hair, we've earned our right to the roots, and this allows us to have detangled hair from root to tip. Now, what's really important here is now that we have this section detangled, we want to, depending on the density and texture type of our hair, we want to keep that detangled. And so I'm going to keep this section detangled by doing a quick, chunky twist. This twist is really important in regards to our sectioning, because our sectioning sets us up for proper product distribution and also control of the hair. Another variation to this is to use clips to control the sections. Remember, for any section that you are detangling, brace the section above it. So in our detangling process, by earning our rights to the roots, we have set up a easier and much more comfortable detangling experience for our guests. Also, too, twisting each of these sections allows for us to have organization and control as we go into our following style. So now that we have cleansed, conditioned, and properly detangled hair, we're all set up for our styling.